Dear students, we are discussing periodic classification of elements and periodicity in properties. In the previous class, we discussed the classification of elements into the S, P, T and F block elements. Next type of classification of elements is based on the properties of elements. Depending on the properties, the elements are further broadly classified into three types. They are called as metals, non-metals and metalloids. Depending on the properties, the elements are further broadly classified into three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Metalloids are also called as semi-metals or semi-non-metals. If we come to the some general characteristic properties of metals, in the periodic table, about 78% of the elements, 78% of the elements in periodic table are metals. So that is, among 118 elements in the periodic table, nearly 78% of the elements are metals. And metals are most electropositive in nature. They are electropositive. Metals are electropositive in nature and readily lost electrons. Metals are electropositive in nature and readily lost electrons. And metals appear in the periodic table. In the periodic table, metals appear extremely at the left hand side of the periodic table. So means they appear metals appear at left hand side of periodic table. So if we consider a periodic table, metals appear on the left hand side of the periodic table. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು periodic table ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. Those metals are highly electropositive in nature. Metals ಗೆ electropositive character ಇರುತ್ತೆ. That is why they readily lose electrons to form monovalent ions, divalent ions, trivalent ions, etc. And metals are solids. Usually metals are solid in nature, except metals are solids except mercury, which is a liquid at room temperature. General agi metals nododadre they are solid in nature and mercury, but except mercury is a liquid at room temperature. Mercury matra ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಟ್ ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ they have metals have high melting point. Metals have high melting point and boiling points. Generally metals have high melting point and boiling point, but gallium and cesium have low melting points. Gallium and cesium have low melting points. ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಲಿಯಂ 303 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್ and cesium 302 Kelvin. So that means gallium is the metal which occurs in liquid state during summer season. Summer season ಅಲ್ಲಿ heat ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಗ್ಯಾಲಿಯಂ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವನ್ ದೋ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಮೆಟಲ್. ಗ್ಯಾಲಿಯಂ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಬೇಗ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಲೋ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ cesium ಆಲ್ಸೋ. Cesium is the most metallic element in the entire periodic table. 118 elements ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ periodic table ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ cesium. That is why cesium is used in the solar cells. Easily electrons are removed from the cesium metal. So that is generally the metals have high melting and boiling points since they are solids. ಅವು solid state ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ metals have high melting and boiling points. But gallium and cesium have low melting points. Gallium is the metal which occurs in liquid state during summer season. And next point is metals are malleable. And ductile. Metals are malleable and ductile. Malleability is the property of a metal to convert into thin sheets on hammering. ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಮರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಸುತ್ತಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಲ್ನ ಬೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ದಿ ಎ ಥಿನ್ ಶೀಟ್. ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಟು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟು ದಿ ಥಿನ್ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಮರಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ malleability. And metals also shows ductility nature. Ductile, the property of a metal which can be converted to thin wires is called ductility. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ವೈರ್ಸ್, ಕಾಪರ್ ವೈರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಥಿನ್ ವೈರ್ಸ್, ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ನ ಥಿನ್ ವೈರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಡಕ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ metals have the property of malleability and ductility. And next point, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductors. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Means metals conduct heat and electricity. So say you take aluminium. Aluminium can be used in making of thin wires, electrical wires. Aluminium can also be used as a wrapping material. Since it is a good conductor of heat, and aluminium can also be used as utensils since it is a good conductor of heat. Similarly, so copper can be used in electrical wires because it conducts electricity, and iron is once again is a conductor of heat and electricity. Like this, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. So these are some properties of metals, and metals also exhibit so the shining nature, lustrous in nature. Metals are lustrous in nature. Lustrous means shining. Lustrous means shining. Metals are shining in nature, and also metals make a ringing sound. Okay, next, non-metals. So these non-metals are present extremely at the right hand side of the periodic table. They are present. Non-metals present at right hand side of periodic table. Metals appear at left hand side of the periodic table. Non-metals occurs at the right hand side of the periodic table. Next, non-metals are generally solids or gases. Non-metals may be solids or gases, except bromine, which is a liquid non-metal at room temperature. Except bromine, which is a liquid at room temperature. In the periodic table, bromine is the liquid non-metal at room temperature. Other non-metals are gases or solids. Since they are non-metals, they are brittle in nature. Brittle means easily breakable. ಬೇಗ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ the force of attractions between the non-metallic atoms is very less, so that they easily breakable. ಬೇಗ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ non-metals. So that the bond present between the non-metallic atoms is very weak, so that they are brittle in nature. Since the force of attraction between the non-metallic atoms is very less, they have low melting and boiling points. Non-metallic bond easily breakable with the help of small amount of heat energy, so that they have low melting point and boiling points, and they are except graphite, carbon. Except graphite. Except graphite. Graphite is one of the allotrophic form of carbon. Graphite is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Other non-metals are bad conductors. They act as insulators. So, non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity except graphite, a form of an allotropic form of carbon. And non-metals have a low melting point and boiling point except diamond. Diamond is the hardest material. It has a high melting and boiling points. So that is except carbon in the form of diamond. And boron. Boron is also a hard non-metal. Carbon in the form of diamond and boron are hard in nature, so that they have high melting and boiling points. Carbon in the form of diamond and boron have high melting and boiling points because they are very hard in nature. And so they do not show. Non-metals do not show the malleability property and the ductility property. And non-metallic character of the elements increases on moving from left hand side to the right hand side. Non-metallic character left hand side to the right hand side increases, and metallic character increases down the group. So the metallic character increases across the period. Non-metallic character increases. Next, metalloids. Metalloids are also called as semi-metals or semi-non-metals. Metalloids are present in between the most electropositive metals and so the non-metals ಮತ್ತೆ metals ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಮೆಟಲಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಮೆಟಲಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ a thick zigzag line running diagonally across the periodic table is called as metalloids. Periodic table ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ periodic table ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು thick line, a thick zigzag line running diagonally across the periodic table. That type of elements present in the diagonal line are called as metalloids. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium. These are called as metalloids. These metalloids have both the characteristics of metals as well as non-metals. That is why they are called as metalloids. And these metalloids are used as semiconductors. They are used as semiconductors in electrical field. So metalloids are nothing but the elements which are present between the metals and non-metals in the periodic table. A thick zigzag line which is running diagonally across the periodic table is called as metalloids. Metal examples for metalloids are silica, germanium, arsenic, antimony and tellurium. These elements have the characteristics of both metals and non-metals. Hence, they used as semiconductors in the field of electricity. In the electrical field, they used as metalloids used as the semiconductors.